So we're going to provide you with an editor. The editor is linked. If you can send the link to the Zoom, basically chat, अगर भेज दीजिए आप लोगों को यहाँ पर भी if you can distribute them. जो Zoom का लिंक जो editor का लिंक है. So editor is available for both Mac and Windows, and editor has the game as well as the level design वाली activities. So as can we make sure that these guys also get आप लोगों में से कितने लोग हैं जो यहाँ हैं वो Discord पे हैं? How many of are already our Discord server? ठीक है. So can we send the link on community level design उस पे? So by the way, Discord पे एक special channel बनाया गया which is right now public. It's for everybody. उसका access restricted नहीं है. It's basically community level design के नाम से ये level design community के नाम से it's a channel. उसमें अभी link भी आ जाता है. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically download the game, the editor basically, and we're going to play the first few levels. So first 5 levels of the game to get a feel of the game है क्या. What will happen is एक journal में structure of the while that is being done, structure of the activity explain कर देता हूँ. Today is kickoff and उस kickoff में what we're going to do is we're going to go through the editor, we're going to go through the rules of engagement, and then you'll have about 5 days. Friday को you have till Friday to design the things that you want to, and you can send in your basically submissions by Friday midnight, and then we'll have a concluding event as well for the level design activity. So इस activity में primarily this journey has about 7 or 8 stages, and we are looking for 7 to 8 levels from everybody, whatever your best attempt is. And उसके ऊपर basically we're going to talk about कि वो levels किस तरह के हैं. We're going to basically primarily learn about कि game क्या है. So ठीक है, awesome. So yeah, so those of you here, please start the game, and if you can play through the first 5 levels, it's going to be a quick basically activity. Then give us maybe जो online लोग हैं, send us a done once you have played the first 5 levels. अच्छा, the first activity के तौर पे what we're doing here is the objective is just to get to know the game a bit. So the game is pretty simple. The objective is to get all the 3 stars and basically have a lot of fun while doing that. So इसमें there is a factor of spin, there is a factor of tiles, there is a queue that you see at the bottom, and the most important thing here is the number of moves जो नीचे नजर आ रही हैं आपको. There is the number that you'll see at the bottom that tells you कि कितनी moves में level complete करना है. Just play first 5 levels. So the game is basically, so there are different worlds essentially, and once you go beyond a certain level, the new world unlocks, and what are those, we'll explain that shortly. But abhi ke liye you just need to play the first 5 levels. Like I said, there is a queue at the bottom that shows you कि कौन सी tile आ रही है. Once you, there is no aiming ka play here, it pretty much tells you where it'll hit. You hit tiles, and agar if there are 3 of them that are same color, you basically are able to eliminate those tiles. And agar जितने भी tiles होंगी, they fall together, जितने भी colors की वो जुड़ी हुई होती. So and then at the end you hit the core and you get 3 stars. It's important for everybody to play, because if you're going to design something without understanding of the game, it will be difficult for you. So if I don't hit a shot, if I hit a shot जिसमें कोई match नहीं होता मेरा, तो मेरा queue छोटा हो जाता है. I lose 1 tile, for instance. If I do this, so if you see यहाँ पर 4 का option था मेरे पास, and once I run out of queue, तो होगा ये. For instance, let me hit this. Okay, I'll be bombarded with. Okay, so इसमें तो out of movie होगा मैं. चलो. I'll try again. Let me try another. So if I run out of my queue, I get bombarded by different tiles. So yeah, but that's through power up. Otherwise, the queue is fixed. So queue is fixed. और like I said कि if you don't match anything, there are like 1 2 3 4 5. यहाँ पर अगर a few, तो ये 4 हो गए. So once, for instance, this is a good example. Let me try. Chat pin. Can all the people online? Can you guys let us know if you have played through the 5 levels? You have. ठीक है. ठीक है. नहीं, सो आप इफ यू गो देखें, आप बीच में आपको यू गेट द सेकंड स्टार इन बिटवीन द लेवल एंड या आपको यू हैव टू रीच द कोर एंड बाय देन ऑल टाइल्स शुड बी एलिमिनेटेड. द गोल इज वेरी सिंपल. अगर कोई टाइल्स रह जाएंगी, you can still hit the core, but then you won't get the third star. It's very simple. For 3 stars, you need to hit the core when all the tiles are eliminated. अगर सारी tiles eliminate नहीं हुई and some part of the core is exposed and you hit the core, तो फिर आपको वो नहीं मिलेंगे 3 star. So we have the sample levels वाला link. Can you ask Umar to a sample level वाला link इधर and be ready with that link. So what you have done so far is you get the basic idea of the game कि game क्या है. इसमें like I said there are different worlds and with each world a tile gets unlocked and अभी Maha will come and explain उसके पीछे सारी जो design है. But बल्कि उससे पहले let's do another thing. Okay, how to. So everybody needs to open the level. कोई भी लेवल आप उसको प्ले करें and when the level opens up, press shift E and you will be asked for a pin. Your pin is 7412. Chat में भी आ गया and that will open the editor. So what I want you to do is just draw a sample level, just anything that you want to make. It doesn't have to be fancy. By you basically click any place जो silhouettes आ रहे हैं and you are able to put a tile there. You can pick a tile color. ठीक है. These are all different default tiles. और उसके अलावा कुछ advanced tiles हैं. You will use the advanced tiles as well for each world or for each level iteration.
What about those zombie characters?
So I'm coming to that. We'll explain those in detail in a bit. But these are all special tiles जो नीचे नजर आ रही हैं आपको सारी, including this one as well. And these represent, each of them represent a different world जिसमें जब level unlock होता है. You cannot use the jigsaw and bomb tile. उसके अलावा सारी उन worlds में शामिल है जिसमें level design करना है. वो कैसे है वो भी हम देखते हैं. But right now just make any sample level and what you do is you save it locally and name it, let's say test underscore your name, let's say. So you have the save local option and it will say कि file saved successfully. So once you have done that, I hope कि जो online लोग हैं follow कर रहे हैं. If there is any issue anybody is facing, please ask us in the chat and we'll answer your query. And what you do next is you play the level. This is a must for you to submit a level. आपको उसमें 3 star करना जरूरी है. That's to prevent कि आपको ऐसा level बना दें जो कोई खेल ही नहीं सकता. You have to basically submit a level that you have played yourself and basically उसपे 3 star किया आपने. So you play the level. So अगर आप देखें तो मुझे उसने कहा रेडी टू अपलोड लेवल. मैंने इसको 3 स्टार्ट किया तो रेडी टू अपलोड लेवल आ गया. जिनको इनवैलिड लेआउट आ रहा है वो बेसिकली ये है कि आप कोई भी ऑर्फन ड्रॉ नहीं कर सकते ऐसे टाइल साइड पे. एवरीथिंग हैज टू बी कनेक्टेड टू द कोर. बेसिकली जो कोर है आपकी, इससे कनेक्ट होना जरूरी है हर चीज का. while playing any level, all you have to do is, for example, मैंने level play किया, so I want you to follow me. Once you have done this, तो आप Shift plus E press करेंगे, and it'll ask you for a pin. When you are playing a level, not on the editor, when you are playing a level, press Shift E, and your pin code is 7412. ठीक है. Once you do this, तो आपके पास editor खुल जाता है. Now someone was saying invalid layout आती है. Invalid layout तब आती है जब आप हर टाइल जो है ना वो कोर को किस तरह टच कर रही होनी चाहिए. this is an invalid layout. If I press play, it'll say invalid layout. But if I draw this now, it's a valid layout. I can play this level now. Okay. So you have to play a level before you're able to submit it. So I want all of you to, those who are online, please make a sample level and don't go fancy. Just draw a line core के साथ मिला के and basically play that level. And you have to 3-star the level. यहाँ पर जितने लोग जिनके पास है सबने कर लिया, ठीक है. So once you have played and 3-star the level, you can just save and upload on server, and it'll ask you for your email. And I'm going to say best is कि आप अपने नाम के साथ इसको _test लगा कर. This is a must do step for us to proceed, because इसके अलावा फिर आपको कुछ challenges आएंगे कुछ. So you do okay.
Telling you to play the game.
So play the game. Yes, that's what we said ना. आप पहले 5 लेवल खेलेंगे, उसके बाद आप एडिटर खोलें. एडिटर खोलकर उसके बाद आप जो लेवल डिजाइन करेंगे उसको प्ले करें, उसको 3-star करें, फिर आपको वो अपलोड करने देगा. So once you are done with this, तो आपके पास ऊपर selected user आ जाएगा, जैसे मेरे पास आ रहा है ये, ठीक है.
My number who's on it.
Doesn't matter. अभी आपको you don't have to worry about that, ठीक है. You don't have to worry about that. So all you have to do is just play the level and play the first 5 levels. Once you have opened the editor, again I'll say Shift+E करके, you draw a simple level like the one I did. You don't have to go fancy. Play that level, 3-star it, and then upload on server, and it'll ask you for your email and name, and just write your name _test. So और वहाँ तक everybody has to come in for us to proceed further. Once you have done this, press Shift-O. ठीक है. Once you press Shift-O, अच्छा, anybody here with the Windows machine, can you on your editor press Shift+O? तो आपके पास एक फोल्डर खुल रहा होगा. somehow मेरे पास कुछ इशू आ रहा है. आपके पास एक फोल्डर खुल रहा होगा. हाँ. So everybody who's online, I don't know, मुझे थोड़ा सा इशू आ रहा है. जनरली आना नहीं चाहिए. All you have to do is इस एडिटर में जब आपने एडिटर खोला हुआ है, Shift+O प्रेस करें, तो you will see a folder. वो फोल्डर जो आपको नजर आएगा, वहां पर ये गेम जो है आपके लेवल जो आप बना रहे हैं वो सेव करती है. लेट्स से इट विल बी एनी फोल्डर, व्हाटएवर. मैं इसको यहाँ पर एक डमी क्रिएट कर लेता हूँ. सो दिस विल बी द फोल्डर जो आपके पास खुलेगा. आपको हमने एक सैंपल लेवल्स का लिंक भेजा है. हैव यू सेंट ऑन डिस्कॉर्ड? जबरदस्त. सो दीज आर द सैंपल लेवल्स जिनको आप यहाँ पर ड्रैग ड्रॉप करेंगे, not in the folder but in the plain level सारी files. Mac के लिए भी Shift-O, it'll open the Finder window. You'll see a folder Finder का. So on Mac, those of you who are having issues, just try one thing कि अपनी Finder की window completely बंद कर दें जितनी windows हैं, and then press Shift-O, so it should open. Somehow Mac gets confused in some cases and it keeps showing you the older open Finder window. So let's see. Let me quickly diagnose this as well for you guys. Let's see if I try this. Yeah, for me it opens, but sometimes on some Macs it's giving an issue. On Windows as well, Alt Tab. This is the place where you yes. So this is where you drop all your levels, not in a folder but in the main folder. वहाँ पे सारी files drop करनी है. So once you do that, what you need to do is you need to load local server maps levels. आपके पास bottom left पे ये option आ रहा है, and you'll see कुछ levels हैं जो मैंने बनाए थे testing के तौर पे वो हैं, but you'll see some sample levels: sample ice, sample zombie, sample rainbow, sample skull, sample hard ice, spreading ice, and sample rock. If you load any of these levels and click play, these are some sample levels that showcase some of the tiles that are there in the game, जो gradually with each world unlock होते हैं. Is this where let's quickly talk about the tiles. Okay, just to show everybody once again, all you have to do is go to your editor, click load local levels at bottom left, and you'll see some sample levels जो अभी हमने paste किए, sample ice, sample zombie, up to sample rock. Click any of these, and for instance, for those of you who were curious, so that'll load the level. And if you click play, this is the sample level that we have created for you. These are sample levels that we have created for you to understand कि tiles कैसे चलती हैं. But let's quickly, I'll hand it over to Maha, who will talk about talk further about the design guide to your tiles करती क्या, and then we'll come back to the activity that we were going to do. Let me share the screen for you, Maha.
Hi guys, Maha here. So I hope you can hear me. So like there are different kinds of tiles, and we have actually created an adventure for you to create your levels. By adventure, I mean we have set up different criterias for you, जिसकी basis पे हम आप लोगों का वो judge करेंगे level design. So first, I'll tell you the adventure, then we'll go back and I'll tell you the criteria जिसकी basis पे हम judge कर रहे होंगे. The first adventure is that Amelia is a gardener and she wants your help to help her make up the best garden ever. For this level, you want to use all of the basic classic tiles that we have, which are displayed over here, and it would be preferable if you just make the level based on these tiles. Next, please. For the second level, now they're going to Mount Bubble, okay, and they can make a magical garden. So right now they're at Rocky Isles, and at Rocky Isles, to cross it, you must master the Garden of Rocks. For this, you are going to have to use the classic tiles with the rock tiles. These are the rock tiles, and the rock tiles are basically wherever you place them, you cannot break them or you cannot make them fall. वो वहीं permanent रहती हैं. So you have to place them in places where they don't block other tiles. They don't block the main centerpiece, the one with the stars. So yeah, that's the puzzle of it. But you want to make sure that you place it in a way that it's a puzzle for the player to play. Next, please. The third one is the zombie land. So there's a curse of undead zombies, all right? And it can only be removed by resurrecting the zombies in the garden. So these are zombie tiles, and whenever you hit them, they're gonna multiply. So basically you want them to multiply. So when you resurrect the town, and yeah, they can drop, and yes, they can stay. So you have to position them in a way that they're used in the best possible way. Next. And these are ice tiles. So ice actually freezes the tile, but you can hit it to break the ice. But you have to hit it twice, because one time it breaks the ice, and the second time it would actually make the tiles drop. So use it accordingly. Next, please. So this is spreading ice. There are a total of 3 kinds of ice. This is the second kind of ice. You hit this every turn. You keep the spreading ice on your level. It's going to spread around. So you don't want all of the bubble tiles turning into ice. Otherwise, you can't get to the centerpiece. So use them in a way that the player has to drop them, but still it's challenging for them. Next, please. This is the hard ice. So hard ice, it needs to be hit twice to actually break. It's super hard, and you can use it as a blocker, but you have to make sure it doesn't block all the way through. These are 2 tiles, rainbow tiles and skull tiles. Skull tiles, the player has to avoid hitting them, otherwise it's a failed level. And you have to place it in a way that the player can hit the bubble tiles by avoiding these, but they still form a sort of obstacle. The rainbow tiles are tiles in which जिस पे आप कोई भी color का bubble मार देंगे, and it will turn the bubble into a different color. So you can use it for your benefit and for the player's benefit as well. So it depends on how you use them. the last level, which is the 8th level, we're giving you an opportunity to come and make the garden of your dreams with Amelia. You can use all of the tiles, you can use them in any way and form. And you know, this will be the best level ever because you have free creative control over here. So is it okay if we go up like before the adventure? Yeah. No, the other one. This one. The criteria जिसके ऊपर आप लोगों को हम जज करेंगे वो 4 चीज़ें हैं. पैटर्न आपका ओवरऑल लेवल जो है इसका एक ओवरऑल पैटर्न बनेगा. ऑल ऑफ द टाइल्स मिक्स टुगेदर टू फॉर्म अ पैटर्न. वो आप लोग किस तरह का बनाते हैं, कीपिंग इन माइंड के हर टाइल की फंक्शनैलिटी डिफरेंट है, कीपिंग इन माइंड के वो प्लेयर ने गिरानी है टू गेट टू द सेंटर पीस. सो उस पैटर्न के ऊपर जज करेंगे कि हाउ क्रिएटिव दैट इज, हाउ सिमेट्रिकल और एसिमेट्रिकल इट इज. कलर यूजेज के सो ऑब्वियसली आप एक एक इंडिविजुअल टाइल रखेंगे तो वो एक टाइल गिरेगी, बट इफ़ यू फॉर्म बिग क्लस्टर्स ऑफ कलर्स तो जितने बड़े क्लस्टर होंगे एक हिट पे उतना बड़ा क्लस्टर नीचे गिर जाएगा. सो यू वांट टू मेक श्योर कि वो इतना बड़ा क्लस्टर ना हो कि एक ही हिट में सारा का सारा नीचे गिर जाए. यू वांट टू क्रिएट अ चैलेंज फॉर द प्लेयर सो इट्स फन फॉर देम टू एक्चुअली प्ले द लेवल. स्पेशल टाइल यूजेज, यू हैव टू यूज ऑल ऑफ द स्पेशल टाइल्स मेंशन्ड इन अ वे दैट उनकी जो है कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स वो अच्छी तरह यूज हों. एंड scenario set up, you want हर level का एक scenario होता है. The way you want the player to proceed through the level, start to finish, किस तरह की journey आप जा रहे हैं the player would have. So think up of that scenario and try to make it in a way that the player enjoys start to end journey in a nice creative way. So basically that's it, and best of luck with your levels. I hope you all have fun. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so the quantity of tiles जो हमने restrict करने हैं कि एक level में कितनी tiles use कर सकते हैं या नहीं. आप लोगों के level editor में there is a grid जो कि place हुआ हुआ है. वो जो grid है transparent सा, that's the maximum amount of tiles you can use. उससे ज़्यादा बाहर आप जा नहीं सकते. But minimum you can use any amount of tiles. But you have to make sure कि बहुत छोटा सा level होगा तो वो उतना जल्दी ख़त्म होगा. Player के लिए experience जितना अच्छा और जितना it depends आप कितना लंबा या छोटा रखना चाहते हैं. It depends on the way you want the player to perceive the level.
So I think one of the key thing here is to have a lot of fun while doing this, and that's the whole point. So I'll just quickly repeat all the rules of engagement. There are 7 different worlds and then an extra level. For each of the world, tile उसकी specific है. जो tile हम यहाँ देख रहे हैं, we can see कि हमारे पास ये सारी rock से लेकर zombie tak, excluding the jigsaw and bomb tile, we have these 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 tiles, and that means 7 levels. But for each of those levels you can use the regular tiles, classic tiles जो आपको ऊपर नजर आ रही हैं, along with that particular tile. But for one level जो end में होगा, the 8th one, you can go to town and you can say अच्छा मैंने अब सब कुछ mix करना है. And that's the 8th level where you can use all kinds of tile. Again, no jigsaw and no puzzle. Any submission with jigsaw and puzzle is automatically rejected. Jigsaw and bomb is automatically rejected. So in those tiles we use नहीं करना. Again, I want to just reiterate 7 different levels with each of the tiles जो individual tile है, and then 8th level जिसमें you can put any kind of tile. And alongside those tiles, whenever you're using, let's say, for the zombie world you use zombies, but then you use all the classic tiles जो आपको ऊपर के tier में, except the rock वाली tiles जो आपको नजर आ रही हैं, these ones, these 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 ones, you can use these 7 tiles, kind of tiles, classic tiles, which are basically just colors. So again I said, like if I put green color in one place, that would mean कि उन particular जगहों पे कोई एक color use दिखेगा player को. वो कुछ भी हो सकता है color, that doesn't matter, but वो एक होगा. If I use 2 of these, let me kind of like quickly demo. Can you give me the mouse? So yeah, somebody asked कि वो color counts और colors कैसे होंगे, आपके level में कितने colors होंगे. So you can basically, and by the way ये सारे parameters की जो है वो गाइड में दिए हुए हैं, इनके डिस्क्रिप्शन के क्या करते हैं. बट फॉर इंस्टेंस व्हाट आई डिड वाज आई सेड ओके कलर काउंट मेरा 2 होना चाहिए, एंड आई यूज 2 कलर्स हियर, एंड इफ आई प्रेस प्ले तो इट शुड शो मी 2 डिफरेंट कलर्स. दैट्स हाउ क्लासिक टाइल्स वर्क. एंड देन इसी तरह से इफ आई गो बैक टू the editor again and show you the level parameters. So यहाँ पर you have your number of moves parameter. So that's where you define कि कितनी moves में ये level होगा. Yeah, you look at the queue that was appearing at the bottom, बिल्कुल जो नीचे एक हो रहा था. You can control the queue size as well with the queue size. And once, like I said, जब आप मैच करते हैं तो क्यू रिड्यूस नहीं होता, बट इफ यू हिट अ टाइल तो आपका मैच नहीं होगा, तो क्यू रिड्यूस हो जाता है बाय 1. एंड व्हेन यू रन आउट ऑफ क्यू, ऊपर से बबल्स गिरेंगे लेवल के अंदर, एंड दोज बबल्स आर कंट्रोल्ड बाय द नंबर ऑफ पनिशमेंट बबल्स. सो अगर आपने यहाँ 10 लिखा है तो 10 ऑफ दीज बबल्स विल फॉल ऑन यू. सो माय क्यू साइज इज 2 एंड माय पनिशमेंट बबल्स आर 10. सो लेट्स से मैं प्ले करता हूँ and if I do this, so मेरा queue अब reduce हो रहा है, and suddenly there are like 10 tiles that dropped on me, and wherever they can stick, they stick. So you'll kind of like play with it, and that's the whole point. The point isn't that you have to ask every question right now. The point is to kind of like go and play with it as well. That's the whole game. That's the whole editor. We are making it open because we want people to play with it and learn and see and explore. That's the whole point of the exercise. The entire editor help because you can erase all the bubbles. You can, how do you add bubble? How do you remove bubble? Shortcuts क्या हैं उसकी? कैसे delete होता है? कैसे add होता है? कैसे validate होता है? कैसे load होता है? कैसे save होता है? All that is available in the guide, but we've just kind of like gone through with some of it very quickly. And then we've also gone through the types of tiles, and then there is also help available for each of these basically जो parameters and level के.
Why?
So मैंने जैसे कहा था कि जब आप मैच करते हैं, and match means कि you made a hit, और वहाँ जो tiles थी वो 3 या 3 से ज्यादा थी, तो that's a match. इसका मतलब वो tiles eliminate हो जाएंगी, तो उस वक्त Q reduce नहीं होता. You are only punished by one item reduction in the queue when you don't make a match. The point is that the levels that we are playing are very basic. यहाँ पर you'll make matches, but if you play the game more, you'll realize that's not how simple the game is. So what I want you guys to do next is load the sample levels like I described. At least for those जिनका folder खुल रहा है, but for rest we'll have to see कि क्या issue आ रहा है. And kind of like play through some of the levels. हमने कहा था shift O press करके you'll get the directory, and वहाँ पर you paste the sample levels. These sample levels are again from the 7 different worlds जिनके बारे में हमने बात की, and you load these levels. So maybe right now you guys go through just one level. Let's play a sample ice level. All you do is load it, and then you press play, and you can play through it and see कि क्या होता है. So when you hit ice, it basically melts. Just restart it. It'll give you the option to save and upload. Just put your email address, your level name, and please follow the convention. Your name plus underscore साथ जो word आपने किया है, all for all tile level. Otherwise the particular level that you're talking about. So आप इसको upload करेंगे तो आपका नाम, आपका email address यहाँ पर आना शुरू हो जाएगा. And that's when you know you're logged in, and उसके बाद आप sample level load करें. अगर आप पहले करेंगे तो वो load होने में आपको issue आएगा. These are just the steps we have kind of like designed to make sure you are interacting with the editor in the right way. So just let's quickly go through number one step. When you have designed a level, you have played and restarted, you press upload. It'll ask for your email and just level name. Just go through that step, press submit. It will tell you when it's uploaded. So you have completed the first step of the basically submission. For second step, we'll share a design form with you, a Google form with you. In that form, you'll take screenshot of the level. For example, this is my level in editor, but this is my level in editor. But if I play, this is what you take screenshot of, जो level आपका है, and please do send us a video. You can make it a screen record. You can do whatever you want to for each level. Again, small video of your choice for 15 seconds or 20 seconds, just talking about what was your thought process when you designed this. क्या आप यहाँ पर what is it that you want the player to go through in terms of the design challenge? So वो है. and you will submit that separately. We'll share that link with you. Level parameters की सारी descriptions मौजूद हैं. Explore through those. See कि आप क्या कर सकते हैं. हम parameters, so you don't really have to play with the probability that much, but you can play with the first 4, the moves, and इसके बाद आपके जो हैं वो कुछ चीजें आप देख सकते हैं. We'll share with that's in the game guide as well. But हमने design guide as well. It's not the parameters we talked about. We talked about कि ये जो आपको नजर आ रहे हैं jigsaw tile and bomb tile, you should not use them. They are not allowed. We're just talking about the rock tile and the others that you see in this row, except these 2. So these 7 can be used alongside classic tiles. For each world, again I'll explain, for each world use that particular tile. अगर zombie world के level है, just zombie and classic tiles. And classic tiles are the ones जो ये आपको नजर आ रही हैं साथ. ठीक है. For the last submission जो 8th level होगा, you can use anything. And that's where, like I said, you go to town and design something. अच्छा ये बहुत कुछ interesting मैं design कर रहा हूँ. So the basically submission Friday midnight is the time deadline for this. We've given you the entire week almost. उसकी वजह ये है, take your time, explore this, figure this out, enjoy this, and not kind of like just go through as an exercise. And whenever you feel like design something, when you're in the kind of like best zone or in mood or in zone. So like we said already in the announcement as well, the winners, in fact the top 3, they get expedited directly to Mindstorm Studios hiring process, and you will be interviewed by our designers to see if you fit in the company in terms of if we can bring you on board for this game and the future projects that we work on. So with that, that's pretty much it. अगर कोई और question है, again like I said, beyond के किसी का folder नहीं खुल रहा, we'll keep working on that part. For a lot of people it has opened. यहाँ पर जो लोग हैं उनके लिए majority of them it has opened. For a lot of people online as well, they have said कि open हो रहा है. But those of you जिनका नहीं हो रहा, we'll figure something out. We'll see कि कोई issue तो नहीं है और कोई. But for Windows and Mac it should work. जी.
How do we know if a level has been uploaded?
So when you click upload, when you place, पहले तो save and upload का option आपका disabled होता है. But once you have played and 3 started, ये option enable हो जाएगा. Once you click it, it'll ask you for your email and name. Once you press it, वो menu थोड़ी देर वहाँ रहता है. पहले आपको uploading दिखाएगा और फिर वो the menu will be there, and it will tell you, it will send you a message that the level has been uploaded. Let's kind of like quickly. अच्छा, so let's look at this, and we say, for sake of simplicity, let's go through level parameters as level color count is 1, and let's play this level. You have this, you have to 3-star it, like I keep saying. I've played it, now I come back, it says ready to upload. When I click this, I say okay, and it says uploading, and there you go. That's how it should happen. If it doesn't, try it one more time, it should. There shouldn't be any issue. But if more of you are facing this, we'll definitely check at our end, but there shouldn't be, because this is not, my email address doesn't matter. This is not because of कि मैं कोई अपना company account use कर रहा हूँ इसलिए upload हो रहा है. This is open to community. Anybody should be able to upload it. और कोई question तो नहीं online? ठीक है. So hoping to stay in touch with you guys on the Discord channel. वहाँ पर again level design community है. We're hoping कि this initiative एक तो sparks interest in other companies to open up their games for other people to work in, and level design is one of the reasons. Again, just as an ending thought, level design is an activity we picked up as the first activity when it comes to working beyond the game jams and the trainings, is because all of us who have been passionate about our games, at some point in time in our life, we have definitely picked a game up and tried designing levels. I think that's what everybody can associate with. So that was everybody's go-to when, let's say, we were not, let's say, technical enough to build a game of our own. We just picked up an editor, designed something within a game. So that is why that's a very core activity when it comes to learning design and approaching a game by quickly understanding it, कि वो क्या है, and working on it to create content in that game. So we're hoping with this initiative, other organizations will also open up their games. And also Mindstorm Studios, this particular section in the community, Hopefully we will keep bringing more and more games for you to kind of like work on and jam with and create content, and hopefully more and more people will learn and get the knowledge. Even if you make it to the top 3 or not, we hope that it really contributes to your learning. Thank you so much. You have been very patient audience.
Have any questions to ask?
If you have any questions, just send them on Level Design Community channel on Discord. The moderators are there, the designers are there, the people who have worked on the game are there, so they will answer your queries. If, like any other initiative in the community, if there is something that is something trivial enough that you can answer as well because you have already done it, please feel free to go ahead and guide other people.
The guide and the recording will be
The guide and the recording goes without saying that we'll share that in the channel as soon as they are uploaded. Guide may, based on your feedback and the initial things that we've shown, we might make a few amendments there in terms of the flow, and it should be hopefully be up by tonight or tomorrow morning maximum. So thank you so much. Again, apologies for the technical glitches.